If you grew up in the 1950s, staying warm in winter wasn't automatic. It wasn't guaranteed. There was no central heating in every house, no programmable thermostats, no zone control. Winter was cold, really cold, and staying warm required strategy, effort, layers, creativity. You didn't just turn up the heat. You bundled up, huddled near heat sources, you made do, and somehow, that made warmth more precious, more appreciated, more earned. Houses were drafty. Windows leaked cold air. Doors had gaps underneath. The floorboards were cold. Bedrooms upstairs were freezing. Only certain rooms were truly warm. The kitchen. The living room if you had a fireplace or space heater. Heat was concentrated, localized. You went to the warmth. The warmth didn't come to you. Most homes had a furnace in the basement. Coal furnaces were still common in the early 1950s, with oil furnaces becoming more popular by mid-decade. Gas was an option if you lived in certain areas. But these furnaces had limitations. They heated unevenly. They required maintenance, tending. You remember your father checking the furnace, adjusting it, making sure it kept running. The thermostat was set low. To save money, to conserve fuel. 60 degrees, maybe. 62 if you were lucky. Your mother wore sweaters inside. Everyone did. You didn't walk around in short sleeves in winter. Not inside, not outside. Layers were required, expected, normal. Space heaters supplemented the main furnace. Small electric heaters, coil heaters that glowed a dangerous orange. You knew not to touch them, not to let anything fall on them. But they were effective, radiating a direct, intense heat. They were placed in living rooms, bedrooms, even bathrooms. You'd stand in front of them, warming your hands, your backside, getting as close as you dared without getting burned. Some families had fireplaces, real, wood-burning fireplaces. Your father would chop wood, stack the logs, and build fires in the evening. That crackle, the smell of burning wood, the warmth radiating out. Everyone gathered in that one room. The living room, the warm room, reading, watching television, doing homework. Because that was where the heat was, that was where you needed to be. The kitchen was always the warmest room in the house. The stove provided constant heat. Gas stove, electric stove, whatever you had. Your mother was always cooking, baking. The oven was on, radiating warmth. Sometimes she would even leave the oven door open after she was done baking, just to let the extra heat into the room. It was a supplemental heat source, practical and efficient. You do your homework at the kitchen table. Not in your bedroom. It was too cold upstairs. You stayed downstairs, in the warm kitchen, doing your schoolwork, reading, helping prepare dinner. Anything to keep you near the stove, near the warmth. Hot drinks were constant. Coffee for the adults, hot chocolate for the children, tea, anything hot, anything to warm you from the inside out. You can still picture your mother heating milk on the stove, adding cocoa powder and sugar, stirring until it was perfectly mixed, pouring it into mugs. Your hands would wrap around the warm ceramic, warming your cold fingers. The hot liquid would warm your throat, your stomach, your core. Soup was for lunch, for dinner, warming, filling, made on the stove, simmering for hours, the smell filling the house. Tomato soup, chicken noodle, vegetable beef. Whatever your mother made, it was served hot. You'd eat it slowly, each spoonful warming you, sustaining you through those cold winter days. You dressed in layers, always layers. Long underwear came first, cotton or wool, covering your arms and legs. Then your regular clothes over that. A shirt, pants, a sweater, sometimes just sweaters. You wore thick socks, wool socks if you had them, and slippers inside. Never barefoot, never just socks. The floors were just too cold. At night, getting ready for bed was strategic. The bathroom was cold, so you rushed. You brushed your teeth quickly, washed your face fast. You changed into your pajamas. Flannel pajamas, heavy and warm, not the thin cotton kind. Winter pajamas were thick, insulating, and the bedrooms upstairs were freezing. Really freezing. You could see your breath sometimes. The windows would be frosted on the inside, with ice forming in the corners. The heat from downstairs just didn't reach the bedrooms. You were on your own up there. Do you remember staying warm in winter in the 1950s? Those glowing space heaters. The freezing bedrooms, the layers of blankets. Share your memories of winter warmth in the comments below. We want to hear how you survived the cold. Going to bed meant preparation. Your mother might bring up a heated iron, wrapped in a towel, and place it at the foot of the bed to warm the sheets and take the chill off. Or be a hot water bottle, a rubber bottle filled with hot water, sealed tight and placed under the covers. It was your own personal, localized heater. The bed had layers too. A sheet, wool blankets, multiple wool blankets. They were heavy, sometimes a little scratchy, but they were warm. Then a quilt on top, and maybe a bedspread over that. Layers of fabric meant layers of warmth, trapping your body heat and creating a cocoon. You would run to bed, dive under the covers, and pull them up to your chin. You'd curl into a ball, shivering at first, but gradually warming up. Your own body heat, trapped by all those blankets, created your own private warmth. After 10 or 15 minutes, you'd be warm, comfortable, safe in your cocoon. Getting up in the morning was torture. The room was cold, freezing. You didn't want to leave the warmth of your bed, didn't want to face the cold air, but you had to. School, breakfast, life. You'd throw off the covers and run. You'd grab your clothes and run downstairs to dress near the heater or the kitchen stove, where it was warm, where you could function. Mornings in winter were rushed and strategic. You got dressed where it was warm. You ate breakfast in the warm kitchen. Your mother would be making oatmeal or some other hot cereal. It was warming, filling, preparing you for the cold walk to school or the wait for the bus. Before leaving, you'd bundle up, a heavy winter coat, probably wool, or down-filled if you were lucky. A scarf wrapped around your neck, sometimes covering your mouth against the wind. A hat pulled down over your ears, mittens. Thick mittens, not gloves. Mittens kept your fingers warmer because they were all together, sharing their warmth. And then you stepped outside. Into the cold, the shock of it, the wind, the frigid temperature. Your breath was visible, little white clouds with every exhale. You walked to school or to the bus stop, moving quickly to generate body heat. And then you arrived, finally, in the warm classroom, in the warm school. You take off your layers, hang up your coat, and start to thaw. You are warming up, ready to learn. Winter in the 1950s required resilience, a certain kind of toughness. You didn't have the luxury of constant warmth. You earned it, you created it, you appreciated it, and somehow, that made winter more real, more memorable, more character-building. If this brought back memories of space heaters, freezing bedrooms, and piles of blankets, give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe to Yesterday Lives. We're preserving the winters, the cold, the ways we survived and thrived. Because yesterday never truly disappeared. It just bundled up in layers, huddled near the stove, and reminded us that warmth is always more precious when you have to work for it.